Kobe, what was the deciding factor in your decision to return to the Lakers?
You know, ultimately, I just wanted to be a Laker.
There's no words that I could possibly say, Dirty, to describe how I feel and what you've meant for this organization.
He's so great. How dare you join our already juggernaut?
I don't like super teams. I want guys to compete.
Is Kobe Bryant going to be a problem for the Lakers?
Dirk just might not pass this way again. He's at the end of his 13th season. His point guard, Jason Kidd, is 38.
After a 22-year absence, the Boston Celtics are NBA champions once again.
Dirk doesn't have a Dwayne Wade or even a Bosh.
It's back-to-back titles for the Heat. The 2013 NBA championship resides once again.
To have had this man wear the purple and gold for 20 years.
Yeah, Dirk and I have always had a great relationship because we're both extremely competitive and also both extremely loyal to our team.
Those times when you get up early and you work hard, those times when you stay up late and you work hard, those times when you don't feel like working, you're too tired, you don't want to push yourself, but you do it anyway. That is actually the dream.
Why can't I be the best player in the league? I don't see why.
Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure.
When you think back to 08-09, still bittersweet for you? Is it motivating?
Oh, absolutely. Anytime I see green, it's motivating in more ways than one. So, you know, seeing, you know, the Celtics is very, very motivating. Just knowing that that team helped me understand the firepower that you need in order to advance. And also how stars have to sacrifice in order for a team to win.
Him going down to Miami, jumping on the bandwagon of D. Wade and Chris Bosh.
And in 08 and 09, and seeing Paul, Ray, and KG, and those guys being superstars in their own right to come together for the better of a team. And it's all that mattered. It's all that mattered was them winning. That showed me, you know, what it takes to win.
LeBron James' season is over. Is his career in Cleveland over? 22-year absence. The Boston Celtics are NBA champions once again.
Anything's possible. Anything's possible!
The Miami Heat are once again NBA champions. It's back-to-back titles for the Heat. The 2013 NBA championship resides once again in Miami.
What would it take for Dame to win a chip in Portland?
Leave Portland.
Did Booker want out of Phoenix?
Does Donovan Mitchell need to leave Utah in order to win a title?
How are you viewing this move from Durant?
Well, I'm viewing it as the weakest move I've ever seen from a superstar. Plain and simple. That's just how I look at it.
He's so great. How dare you join our already juggernaut?
There's a new dynasty in the NBA. The Golden State Warriors champions once again. Back-to-back titles, 3 in 4 years. And the latest with a sweep.
Warriors.
When DeMarcus Cousins starts the Warriors, listen to the stat, will become the first team since the 1975-76 Celtics to have 5 All-Stars from the previous starting lineup. Stephen A., does Boogie Cousins make the Warriors starting 5 the greatest starting 5 ever?
I got home and I hugged my kids, and they just gave me a big hug, and I said, "Daddy, get him next time."
When we lost in the finals to the Celtics in 2008, that was a turning point. So when I sat there in the hotel room afterwards, I started thinking about that, because it's on me. If I didn't feel like my teammates were aggressive enough, that falls on me.
Is Kobe Bryant going to be a problem for the Lakers?
The Boston Celtics on their way to
With the 13th pick in the 1996 NBA Draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Kobe Bryant from Lower Merion High School in Pennsylvania.
Shot on the way, no good. Three-pointer air ball at the end from Kobe Bryant. Another air ball. 4 seconds.
Kobe did not want to play for the Hornets and would potentially sit out the season.
timeout left. The Lakers have 2. Bryant.
With the 9th pick in the 1998 NBA Draft, the Milwaukee Bucks select Dirk Nowitzki from Würzburg, Germany.
Thank you guys for coming out and support. It's been a crazy ride with a lot of ups and a lot of downs, but you guys stuck with me and we hung in there, and hopefully a lot more to come. So thank you guys, and we'll see you soon.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Dirk. Congratulations.
Dallas loves Dirk, and Dirk loves Dallas. It's a match made in basketball heaven.
First word that comes to mind when I say these words, okay? Basketball.
Love.
Los Angeles.
He's our Michael Jordan for my generation. He's one of the best to ever lace him up, and it's been a pleasure and an honor to compete against him basically almost my entire career.
Yeah, Dirk and I have always had a great relationship because we're both extremely competitive and also both extremely loyal to our teams. And I'll tell you a story about Dirk. He was up for free agency, and I knew what his response was going to be, but just out of respect, I said, dude, everybody's looking around at all these free agents. I felt I'd just shoot you a text. If you want to come to LA, and he goes, dude, I would love to play with you, but Dallas is my home, this is my team, I'm not leaving here. And so he and I think a lot alike in that regard.
He literally changed the game. There are only so few revolutionary players in league history.
To be honest, the team that they've assembled here is not fair, because the responsibilities that he has are not the same.
The reason he chose to go to Miami was so Dwayne Wade could win him a ring or 3 or 4.
And I think they both also illustrated something that's increasingly rare in sports that I, for one, appreciate at some of the highest levels of fandom, and that is loyalty and dedication to a market.
When you put 3 superstars together and they end up winning the championship.
And I know for a matter of fact what Dirk Nowitzki means to Dallas is increasingly unique and special and heartfelt.
He loses to that team, and then a month later, he signs with them.
Well, because I wanted them to stay in Oklahoma City. I want competitive balance. I don't like super teams. I want guys to compete.
Detroit Pistons have just shocked the Los Angeles Lakers. And for the Lakers, it truly will be the end of a particular era. They've had the 3 championships. They brought in the other guy. Kobe Bryant, the biggest of question marks, of course, for him. Yes. And so the complete contrast and evidence here as the game is over.
We're actually moving home to Chicago, researching schools, places to live.
So that was true, you were going to go to the Bulls?
Yeah. I think Shaq would have won a championship without me on that team. They're crazy.
Could he win without Shaq? And that's what he wanted to prove to himself.
When I retire, I don't want people to say, okay, you only won because of Shaq. As unfair as that is. But here I am getting stuck with this argument, which is not fair, but yet this is the argument people will make, and I'm not okay with that. So therefore I know, okay, I gotta go.
We are so blessed to have had this man wear the purple and gold for 20 years.
And he said Shaq just requested a trade. It's like, well, there goes Chicago.
What do you have to say to your former Laker teammates that you left behind? What message would you give them?
None. Kobe's not going to be as successful without me, this, that, and the other. And that kind of became the chatter. So now once that became the chatter, it's like, oh, wait.
Especially Kobe, what was the deciding factor in your decision to return to the Lakers?
Ultimately, I just wanted to be a Laker. I've been a Laker fan forever. Had nothing to do with the name on the jersey on the back, but it's the name on the front that really mattered to me. But in my heart, I just wanted to be a Laker. I felt like this was the right thing to do.
I hope that you recorded every game. I hope that you're doing the same thing tonight, because there will never, ever be another Kobe Bryant.
I need those pieces in order to be ultimately successful.
Isn't this why all three of them decided to go down to Miami and get together? It was for moments like this.
Mine's club is maybe Rodman.
Let's be honest about this. Dwayne Wade will win the ringless king multiple rings, maybe even starting with this ring. Dirk doesn't have a Dwayne Wade or even a Bosh.
The starting five has never lost. This starting five has never lost a series, ever.
Dribbles around Allen, down the right of the paint, turns the corner, extends and lays it in with a left hand. Kobe Bryant lowers the shoulders, drives the lane.
To you, where does this one rank?
It's to me, it's number one.
Give it away. Man, a beautiful bounce for Nelson. Blocked by Kobe. What a recovery by Kobe. And in the
Lakers will now improve to 9-0 at home. There's a three. Bang! Finishing touches. The Lakers take game one.
Shot clock at 4. Nowitzki, high arcing three. Oh! A rainbow goes through for Chandler. Nowitzki, quick move and a finish. Drives underneath, layup, he puts it in. Nowitzki makes it a 3-point game. Timeout, Miami.
Good point.
Nowitzki puts it up, puts it in. Dirk Nowitzki makes it a 10-point game. Timeout, Miami, with 2:27 remaining.
It's number one.
It's number one.
Because, it's the challenge that the Celtics presented to us. I mean, they were an incredible team. And then, to be down 3-2 and them just be one game away from getting that championship.
And interestingly, alley-oop to Bryant. Oh, what a play from Bryant. Bryant from way downtown. Bang! Kobe Bryant again. 17 points in the period, and we're just on the drive.
Dixon into Bryant, back out Bryant. Shot clock at 7. Bryant leads, falling away, puts it in. And the Lakers take a 1-point lead with 7.3.
And then us getting the last two, I mean, it just makes everything worthwhile.
He's going to find offense right now.
Bryant on the pull-up, puts it in. 4-point Laker lead. Picks up his third. Bryant looking. Artest, that's a three. Bang! Lakers by 6 with a minute to play.
It took 9 years and 3 league MVP. It took leaving Cleveland. It took joining forces with a top 5 player with all-time great intangibles and a top 20 player in Chris Bosh.
I think there's only really been one model case, and that's the Boston Celtics, when you put 3 superstars together and they end up winning the championship.
The Dallas Mavericks are NBA champions. The first title in franchise history. The Lakers repeat back-to-back titles.
I mean, he's one of the best. I love going on the road. I love the way the fans give him love.
Yeah.
It just brings back so many memories how he used to play. And he always set a standard of how we want to be and how we want to win games. And he always made work fun. And when you make work fun, you go out to win games like that. And I just know what he means to Dallas.
Yeah. Everyone's still on their feet. These 2 possessions of the second quarter. Dirk got 1 shot. He's about to get another. Down low against Larry Nance Jr. Here it is.
I love the way Dallas gives him love. The fans, every time they step into the game, at our place, they stand and cheer. I just get tears in my eyes because I know how hard he works and the things he's done with Dallas. And the way he put Dallas on the map as a basketball. You know, for me, it's just been a blessing to be around greatness.
There's no words that I could possibly say, Dirty, to describe how I feel, what you've meant for this organization. But I can make you all kinds of promises. I'll promise you that everything you taught us will continue on. I'll promise you that you have a job for life. I don't care what you do. And I'll promise you, we will put the biggest, most badass statue ever.
For not only making the players on your team better, but you forced your opponents to raise their game as well. Thank you, Kobe, for inspiring a generation of fans to fall in love with the game. Thank you, Kobe, for playing through enormous pain and sometimes putting the team on your back to carry us to the finish line. And Kobe, I thank you for staying loyal to the purple and gold. And remaining a Laker for life when it might have been easier for you to leave. We ask you for your hustle, and you gave us your heart, which was so much more. You showed us how to win by sheer will, hard work, and perseverance. You have forever made your mark on this franchise. Your legacy is much greater than basketball. No one will ever wear 8 or 24 again for the Lakers because they are being retired.
Couldn't possibly expect this to be easy. If you want to make history, you have to do historic things.